All right. We're back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave as usual. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. What do we got going on today? Well, let's do some music history on this date. Haven't done that in a little while. On this date in 1977, Blondie is signed to a record contract with Chrysalis Records. The former Playboy Bunny lead singer Debbie Harry. People forget that the name of the band is Blondie. Her name is not Blondie. That's one of those situations where people get confussed. Sarah recently told me in the last year or so that she thought when I said something about Jesus Jones that I didn't know much about the band. She thought that Jesus Jones was the name of the guy who sang the song. So that's what we say now. This is Jesus Jones. I wonder where he is now. 1979, U2 puts out their first record. It's an EP. It's limited to 1,000 numbered copies. It's called U2 3. It's in Ireland only. We have not yet done U2 on Song of the Day. We will. Big fan here. Another factoid, Sarah is not a fan of U2. 1980, Fleetwood Mac play what would be their last concert for a very long time at the Hollywood Bowl. So much so that Lindsey Buckingham ends the show by saying, "This is going to be our last show for a long time." And as we all know, it was. And in 1983, Mick Jones gets kicked out of The Clash. We all know that story. The only birthday today is Gloria Estefan is 63. What's not to like about some of her songs, right? Rhythm's gonna get you. All right, what are we doing for Song of the Day today? As I said prior, we're gonna try to do more just songs of the day and not album of the day or artist of the day, except on Wednesdays will be more spotlight on artists' work that you may not know. Not to say it will always just be one song, but that's what we're gonna do today, because today in 1984, this record goes to number one in all the land, giving this artist her first and only number one record in the United States. It's Tina Turner, and she goes to number one with What's Love Got to Do With It. She also was the oldest female to have a top single in the United States at that time, at 44 years old. Who remembers that story? When we were kids, we were 17, we thought she's so old at 44, and they kept talking about her legs at 44, right? Remember that? Awkward. Anyway, she was definitely old, right? 44? Wow. That would be, let's see, Grace Slick was older than her when she was in a band, and she had number one songs with Starship around that time. And then Cher would break that record with Believe at age 53. But this song was written by a couple of people, and first it was sent to Cliff Richard. If you don't know who he is, he's only sold 250 million records over the pond mostly. He passed on it. Phyllis Hyman wanted it. Record producer said, nope. Clive Davis, I believe, said, nope, that's not for you. Given to Donna Summer for a song, she kept it and held on to it for 2 years thinking about it. Wonder what that'd have been like if she had been the one to record that song. Then this band named Bucks Fizz gets it and says they want to make it. And somebody says, their producer or somebody says, no, this song was not intended for a female vocalist. They recorded it anyway, and it came out years later, but it was going to come out on their record. And then Tina Turner put out her version. So she got a hold of it and recorded it and went to number one. What else we got? Well, let's see. That song was the second most selling single of 1984, only held back by When Doves Cry from Prince. It won 3 Grammys: Best Song, Best Record, Best Female Vocal Performance, MTV Music Award. It won a lot. It was a big deal, if you remember. I mean, it was a real big deal, and it's a good video. Another song I think that they might have played on Miami Vice, but anyway, so tell me what you think about this song. I think people like this song. It's a good memory. So that's your song of the day. We're doing a little What's Love Got to Do With It? Tina Turner. Play that one this morning. Put a little kick in your step. Have a great day. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.